Hi guys, and welcome back to Ben's Home Video, where today we're looking at the 4K release from Vinegar Syndrome of Ebola Syndrome. Yeah, so like I just said, it's Vinegar Syndrome's 4K release of Ebola Syndrome, Double Syndrome. It is a 1996 film from Hong Kong, and the genre is exploitation, which I did not expect. I thought it was horror, so I got something slightly different to what I was expecting. Shall we have a quick unboxing? Let's.
I love this slip cover. But this is reversible, so the other side is the same as the slip. This guy, always nice to see. I think a lot of love's gone into this release. And yes, there is a booklet. Got interviews and like a round table.
Yeah, I think that's quite a cool set. It's not a big box special edition type thing, but it's just nice. Vinegar Syndrome do things nice. As always, guys, I will never ask you to like my stuff or subscribe to my channel. It's up to you if you want to. So, just a little thing before, I probably shouldn't have looked this up, but I'm fucking free flown, baby. Category 3, I believe, is like a rated X film. So, like, it's some hard shit, basically. It didn't come with Dolby Vision, which a lot of my reviews seem to. It's just standard HDR10, and it came with a DTS Master Audio 2.0. But it's a mono track split into two speakers, not a stereo track. Just going to quickly read you the back of this, just so you're kind of aware of its home release history. I think probably a better way of putting it. So, for years, almost impossible to find in its uncut form, Vinegar Syndrome is delighted to present the world UHD debut of Ebola Syndrome, newly scanned and restored from its 4K original 35 camera negative, and finally fully uncut for the first time on English-friendly home video. Right, bitrate. It was weird. Every time I checked, it was like on 105, and then it dropped to 60, like 5 or 6 seconds later, then got up to about 80. And that happened roughly 4 times, like three or 4 times, I don't know. So it kind of sat between 60 and 105, which is unheard of from what I've done so far. Normally around kind of 80 or 90 if it's high. But yeah, I'd say probably 80 to 100 is probably where it sat most of the film. Film grain, very nice for most part. There was one scene that was only about 3 seconds long where the quality just drops. Grain's heavy, colours are shit. As I said, it was only 3 seconds, but obviously when you're going from quite decent quality to like a drop in quality, it's drastic compared to like if it was a Blu-ray where the drop wouldn't be as like massive. So it does kind of take you out for a second, but as I said, the scene's only 3 seconds. So there has been some damage to the original film by the looks of it. There's every so often about here, like that, there's like a thin line, sometimes white, sometimes black, depending on the scene. Not always present, but present enough. And every so often there's like some scratches and stuff, but it doesn't distract you from the film. It just makes it look more filmic, I suppose, like a cinematic experience of a really horrible exploitation film. As it is a category 3 exploitation film, there is a lot of blood, and it looks great. Deep, dark, crimsony, clarity blood, which is what you want, except for one scene, which is just the special effects team just use, I think, just red corn syrup, and it looks shit. All the other time, it looks fantastic, and it's what you want. There's a shot quite early on where the camera pans across. I think it's South Africa, but it could have been Hong Kong. I can't remember if it's what point in the film. And it doesn't look great. Colours are washed out, and it just looks like an old crap kind of DVD Blu-ray film. Once you get into it, ignoring the previously mentioned film damage, the colours mostly are really good. Mostly, it's a bit up and down. This is, to be fair, it's not the best transfer you're ever going to get of a film. But judging by what I read at the beginning from the back of the case, It's not been treated well on home release at all, so this is probably the best you're going to get, and most people will be fine with that. There's not much to be said about this other than obviously reds are more fuller and more obvious and much nicer. And just overall a more richer colour to everything. I think we can all agree is a benefit. There's not much to say about the sound. As I said, it's a DTS 2.0 mono track. Dialogue is very clear, but I don't speak Cantonese, so I've got subtitles, so it wouldn't matter if it was clear or not. But it is, so if you can speak Cantonese, well done you first of all, unless you're Chinese, obviously. The dialogue's fine, you have no problem. There is English times, because a lot of it's based in South Africa, and obviously they speak English. That was not the best South African accent, but it's the best one you're getting. There seemed to be overdubbed, a bit spaghetti western style. I mean, so they were clearly saying those words, but it was an overdub, so I don't know why that was. But that's fine as well. You'll have no problem hearing that. On a couple of people, there's quite bad sibilance on the overdubs only, not on the native language ones, but it was few and far between. You can still hear it, it's just a bit irritating. It's an alright sounding film. You'll have no problems with it. Yeah, so I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 for the score. I know if I was doing it based on what the history of it and everything is, it would probably go to like a 4, 4.5. But I'm doing it as an out and out. This is just what you're looking at. It's a 3 out of 5, which ain't bad. So my views on the film is not what I expected. I just assumed it was a horror film where I don't know, people go mad with Ebola, but no, as in like zombie type thing. But no, it wasn't. It was an exploitation film that had a lot of sex and death, but not in like a horror way, just in a horrific way. And I'm okay with that. I really am. But a lot of people might not be, so PG warning. I don't know if that's the correct saying. I'm too stupid to know that. PG warning. I thought that yeah, it was way more than I thought it was going to be. But the acting at times was a little bit hammy, but it was fine. But the practical effects, boy, howdy, were they fun. There's a bit with some peeling and stuff, and it's fucking great. I gave this film, I think, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.